This is a preview of the lecture video on fetal echo, the ventriculoarterial connections. The various headings covered will be shown as short snippets which will follow. The today's topic, ventriculoarterial connections, LVOT. So the rest are the transposition of great arteries called the DTGA or complete TGA or T-joint feature, like the abnormal ventricular arterial connection, from where you go back to the other sections. One of these sections, it may be an abnormal fourth chamber view, it may be an abnormal LVOT or an 3VT. It doesn't mean that you go section by section. You make a sweep. Now the sweep is very, very crucial in this, and then also you look for the chambers in the vessels in relation in space within the chest. We have already seen. So the LV and the RV, we have to go by the morphology. Then the identification of the great arteries is one by the early branching. So here double outlet ventricle, it can be a single outlet ventricle in common artery. Artery will arise from the anterior right ventricle and go directly posterior. So the both the great arteries cross each other. And then in the 3VT, we'll say artery, the branching pulmonary artery is connected to the left ventricle. So posterior and left side, the left, the ventricular arterial connection. Now here, both the great arteries are arising, essentially arising across the interventricular septum. So there is a single outlet ventricular arterial connection. Then the last point is relation in space. So here you see the schematic diagram and the normal arteries. So this is normal and this is TGA. So what are the features of TGA? The veno-atrial posterior left ventricle, and it takes an acute turn. So this is very important. So direction and curve is different from normal. So which is shown here, the aorta. So you don't see that in the 3-vessel trachea view. And this vessel has a slight curvature to the left atrium, that is veno-atrial concordance, atrioventricular concordance, left atrium connected to the left ventricle, and then ventricular arterial discordance. So, so that you to the cephalic and to the left. As a result, it is an oblique scan. So when you right shoulder to the left hip, the section is from the right shoulder to T with the pulmonary artery arising from left ventricle, and then the I sign in 3VT. Whereas in rotation, from the fourth chamber view, when you rotate, you see the parallel outflow tracts. It is DORV. So here you see the video, that is the VST, and you see that the pulmonary artery is connected more than 50% together. Now there is veno-atrial concordance, the pulmonary veins to the left atrium, systemic veins to the right atrium, atrioventricular discordance, maybe situs inversus, as you see here. So here the longitudinal cephalic view is the switch of the ventricles. So here you see the spine, the aorta, left atrium, and connect pulmonary veins in color draining into the left atrium. So here the veno-atrial concordance is seen, and there is atrioventricular connection is discordant. So left atrium, the pulmonary veins joining this atrium. So the stomach is on the left and the heart is on the right. And you also see the pulmonary veins draining into the and the aorta rising from the morphological left one. So that is CCTGA. But you see the heart pulsations. There is bradycardia. So you confirm that by doing the spectral Doppler of the one of the outflow. Great arteries arise entirely or predominantly from the morphological right ventricle. This is a simple definition of DORV. More classification of the DORV by the relationship of the aorta to the pulmonary artery. So there can be 4 variations of the relation: normal, or you may see a VSD, and later on, because both the great arteries arise, you'll see an obligatory VSD. So when both great arteries arising from one ventricle, there has to be a VSD. So here the VSD is with an overriding aorta, but more than 50% of the aorta is related to the right ventricle. So that is the Fallows type. And here you see and then you see the parallel outflow tract when you do an oblique scan. As I said, rotate. There may be right aortic arch, or you will see the single great artery with an right ventricle. So there will be a unidirectional shunt across the VST. So here it is red, it's overriding. And the aorta is connected more than 50% to the right ventricle. That is the Fallow's type. And here you get the subaortic VST. Whereas here the overriding vessel is the pulmonary. This is Fallow's type, and we get a subaortic VST. The overriding vessel is branching pulmonary artery, but more than 50% to the right ventricle, and the VST is subpulmonic, giving rise to both the great arteries. You see the parallel outflow, and in the 3VT you see a single vessel. So there is the same thing you see. Both the vessels are rising from the right ventricle and with a parallel course, but you make out the discrepancy in the size. The posterior pulmonary artery is hyperplated. The VST is committed to both the great arteries. So that is doubly committed VST. So that is the characterized prenatally by grayscale the type of various types of DORV, but the 3D stick is very, very useful. And the coronary arteries we cannot see by prenatal ultrasound. So we have to confirm that the single vessel gives rise to the aorta VST with a overriding large vessel. So you see flow from both the ventricles arch as seen here, or a right aortic arch as seen here. So this is the features on 4-chamber view, LVOT and 3VT. But the crucial point here is we have to identify that the pulmonary artery branches are arising from the same trunk. So that is the common trunk. So this is the branch pulmonary arteries, then it continues as the aorta. So this is the importance of sweep, identifying the feature in common arterial trunk. And you see the video showing that the pulmonary valvar and arterial atresia with a ductal feed. So this is normal. I mean, this is common arterial trunk. You see the pulmonary arteries arising from the common arterial trunk from the proximal part of the trunk, whereas in the VST over duct from a distal aorta. That is the crucial difference between the two conditions. So you see the video, chamber view, the boomerang sign of and the color you see central single flow, that is the AVST, the pulmonary veins draining into the right atrium, and you see a single large vessel. Final diagnosis of either TGA, CTGA, or common arterial trunk or DORV. Then you look for the associated anomalies and then prognosticate. Thank you very much for your patient listening.